Where did my voice go? Excuse me. Welcome back. My name's Agent Retro, and this is part 4 of my very first playthrough of Blacksad Under the Skin. I have discovered a little bit about the death of Joe Dunn, but I'm still trying to figure out, John, what is up with your tie? This tie is all kinds of wonky, but now I figured out that Joe Dunn was engaged to the diner lady, which I feel like at this point I probably should go talk to her. That was a breakthrough I had last time when it came to my information. So we're gonna go and talk to her. See if there is anything else that she can give me. So yeah, no, I'm really loving this. I haven't played a point and click walk, your conversation choices affect the story, that kind of stuff. I haven't played one of those since what was it, The Walking Dead? Like season 3 of The Walking Dead. And that was years ago. Thank you, Apex Legends, for taking up 3 years of my life. Anyway, we're gonna jump over here. Sorry, sir. I'm trying to walk. I really am. So yeah, we're gonna jump down here and make sure all this is right. Cool. Yeah. So let's go see if I can talk to her. Before I found all that information, I wasn't able to talk to her anymore.
I know you're hiding something.
What?
What?
I know how much Dunn meant to you. I'm very sorry for your loss.
I don't think
Your handwriting on the envelope. Your date of birth on the safe.
My goodness. I can't talk here. My shift is over in 10 minutes. Can you wait a while?
Sure.
May I get a refill over here, Mary?
Coming right up.
Yeah, definitely gotta talk about that, honey. Can't let that sit. Also, it's a murder investigation, so kinda have to talk about it. Ugh. Excuse me. Oh, it's one way to pass the
Mary
time.
Purnell, the angel Joe Dunn found in his golden years.
We'd been seeing each other for almost 2 years. It all started with, well, weekdays I start cleaning the gym at dawn, before my shift at the diner. Joey always came in early, just a little after I got there. He used to say it was the best time for the worst task of the day.
Oh, I know exactly what he meant. Say no more. Paperwork.
He really hated it. One morning, he saw me crying. I was having a rough day and...
He tried to make you smile.
He pointed at the coffee machine. You need a cup of joe and some fresh air. That was the first of many cups on the rooftop.
Which is where Dunn seduced you.
That word is a bit too much, Mr. Blacksad. You might be too young to understand this, but real love has little to do with seduction. One day, we realized those rooftop coffees were the best part of our day, so we began to spend more time together.
But you never told anyone. Why did you keep it secret?
For Sonia's sake. She and Joey drifted apart after her mother's death. He was afraid that our relationship would only make matters worse. Until one day, on the rooftop,
How could they get any worse?
we realized just how serious our relationship was, and we decided to turn those moments into a lifetime.
So he asked you to marry him.
Yes, of course. He gave me the wedding ring, and we decided to tell the world. He said he needed to share that happiness with his little girl. Turns out, he wasn't that happy after all.
What about Yale? Wasn't he like a son to him?
Maybe you already noticed I have a slight cold. I really should be heading home.
Thanks for sharing all that with me. Take care.
I lost my scarf a while back, not sure where. And now, if you'll excuse me, that's my bus stop. A pleasure to speak with you, Mr. Blacksad.
But
You always told me all I already knew. Just some emotional details, I suppose. That's kind of frustrating. Well, I could go talk to Sonia.
Sonia's indifference never ceased to amaze me.
She also has a cold.
But most importantly, why was she so opposed to Yale?
John Blacksad?
Maybe.
I think I owe you an apology.
Yeah? Apology accepted.
Apology accepted. But what exactly are you apologizing for?
Listen, I don't think my fellow workers treated you with the respect you deserve. I'm so sorry they wrinkled your suit. The thing is, they didn't know we shared a common goal. Bobby Yale. I want to find him and get to the bottom of this as much as you do, Mr. Blacksad. So please,
Wow.
kindly accept my invitation. Why not share our findings? Come on.
O'Leary. Oh. No.
I'm afraid I have to say no. I can't ride in a fancy car with a wrinkled suit.
Oh, I don't see why not. In any case, if those little wrinkles make you uncomfortable. I always play it nice and safe.
Wow. Looks like I'm going for a car ride. Great.
Thank you, Blacksad. You won't regret this. So let's cut to the chase. I need Bobby Yale to fight Stone. There's just too much money at stake. So,
Okay.
I'm offering you my help to find Yale. Let's work together.
What kind of help do you need?
What kind of help do you need?
A simple exchange of information. You're a good detective, and I, well, let's just say I have my own ways of making people talk.
Okay.
All right, then. Let's work together.
I thought you'd be hard to convince. that you'd appeal to the moral high ground or something. Please, hear me out. Let's say I bet a beer that we find Yale in 3 days, and you bet a beer that we don't. In 3 days, one of us has to buy the other a beer. Is that so bad? We're simply two grown men using our money and free will to conduct a small private exchange. And most importantly, we're not hurting anyone. So,
Okay.
yeah, I run a gambling business. What's so bad about that?
I can't really say.
Well, I can. Nothing. But I'll tell you what is wrong. The way our government is ruining America.
Oh, here we
live
go.
in a so-called free country. A place where honest people can make a living, provided they don't hurt anybody. We're not communists. Well, at least I'm not.
We stopped
I would have
not.
never thought otherwise. As for me,
Sympathizer.
let's just say I sympathize with their cause.
Fair enough. You sure look the part. In any
My
case,
God.
that's not my point. The government betrays our nation's values by passing communist laws that forbid an honest man like me to make a living without hurting a soul. And that, Mr. Blacksad, is just wrong. I'd even say it's unconstitutional. Do you get my point now?
Fair enough.
All right, I get your point.
Ha! I knew you would. When the government passes these laws, there's only one legitimate weapon the people can wield. The same weapon that turned America into a great nation. Civil disobedience. So, as the proud American that I am, it's my duty to disobey.
You're bending the truth to justify organized crime.
Oh no, it might have been organized crime, but not anymore. I wasn't always a boss, you know. No, sir. I started at the bottom, when Lucky Blitzen ran the show. That good for nothing. His was a reign of terror, extortion, violence, you know, that sort of unpleasant thing. When I took over, I decided I'd make people want to do my bidding, not out of fear, but out of gratitude. I decided to help people so they would help me.
That beating your thugs gave me was really helpful. Thank you so much.
Those poor bastards didn't even know you were a detective, that you were on our side.
Maybe at first. But when they tied me up and beat the socks off me, they knew very well who I was.
Seriously? That goes against my rules. Who was it?
It's Wilson.
It was just Wilson.
That bastard. Don't you worry. I will have a serious talk with him. I cannot tolerate this behavior. Please accept my apologies, Mr. Blacksad. As I said before, I like to help people so I can count on their gratitude. That applies to fellow partners like police or, in this case, a detective. I won't deny this business has its fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualties, but I'd rather leave that to my enemies. And you are not my enemy. And, it looks like we're here.
It was a long ass drive. Jeez Louise. Where were we going? Down to the docks. Let me sleep with the fishes.
Yale's apartment?
I told you, I'm on your side. Go ahead, search the place. I'll wait down here. When you're done, you can honor our arrangement and share your findings with me. Or not. It's your call, Mr. Blacksad. I'll make sure you're suitably compensated. Wilson,
Okay.
come here.
The worst thing about O'Leary's boys dropping by isn't the beating, but the fact that I can't tell what's theirs and what's Yale's. Can't say this is the ideal drink for an athlete. Then again, it could be your classic bookie thug lunch.
Yeah.
Bobby seems like a nice kid, but I barely know him.
Yale. This is getting sketchy. Elephantine today.
17th century French fables. Mayor must be one boring old lady.
Dang, he's got carts lying all over his place. Damn. Oh shit, that's Mary's scarf on
I'm
the
not
wall.
sure how Yale's love of pickles will help me crack the case, but it's good to know. A woman's fragrance. Almost angelical.
It's Mary's scarf. Shit. What a... Bobby Yale's place. This is... Collected allow a new deduction. Well, let's do that before I search some more.
That means she's been here recently. But why? What does Sweet Mary have to do with Yale, the murder suspect?
Mary Purnell is lying about Yale. Well, that's great. Interesting. Looks like Yale was painting. Seems like a very conflicted person at that time. Sicilian capo.
So, you like your mob stories, don't you, Bobby? Seems like Bobby inherited something more than boxing skills from his father, besides the tendency to vanish into thin air, of course.
Poetry reading. Interesting.
Nice chain. Why would you want such a big closet for so few clothes?
Someone took the clock.
Unless someone emptied it recently.
Leave. I'll stay for now.
Copy 1 of 3. Do you know any of his relatives?
His father, Avenarius.
Avenarius? The boxer poet? Didn't he disappear 20 years ago? Judging by the general state of the apartment, they were leading a quiet life.
Seems empty.
With people like O'Leary, you just never know. I didn't want to put Mary at risk. Why not take her a little something instead?
I mean, it's not like he doesn't know where to find me, but yeah, we'll find out how this goes. I was definitely gonna get in trouble with the police working with O'Leary, so I would have hated to ruin that friendship. That seems to go pretty deep.
I've never trusted angels.
Mr. Blacksad? What a...
Surprise? When they fall, they turn into demons.
Joey told me he was going to spend the afternoon painting the gym and that Bobby would be fixing something up on the roof. So, after I found the body and called the police, I went to Bobby's place, but he wasn't there.
Did you open the door to his
How did you open the door to his apartment?
I think it was already open. Everything is so confusing. I'm sorry, Mr. Blacksad.
Don't be. I'm here to figure it all out. What's your relationship with Bobby Yale?
He was like a son to Joey, and we were about to get married, so, you know.
Okay, I think it's time to set things straight. I knew you were cheating on Dunn with Yale. Or was it the other way around?
No. How can you even think of something like that?
How can you convince me otherwise? I found a picture at Yale's apartment. It's you and him on a roller coaster. Care to explain, Miss Purnell?
I'm not white, Mr. Blacksad.
What?
7 of my great-grandparents were white. The 8th was black. According to law, I'm a black citizen, even if my skin says the contrary. Do you know what that means when you're born in North Arlington, Alabama?
segregated housing?
Segregated housing, with far worse homes for colored people.
We even have different water fountains, for God's sake. The separate but equal doctrine and all that.
Damn nonsense.
That damn nonsense.
And all the lies. That's why I moved here. No one knows what color my great-grandparents were.
I'm black too, and I don't hide it.
Well, at least you're a man.
In
Ooh,
any
there
case,
it is.
what's that have to do with Bobby Yale?
He's my nephew, Mr. Blacksad.
Oh, damn.
Joe and I first started taking care of poor Bobby when my sister died. That was when he was almost 15. The 3 of us went on that trip to Luna Park.
So this is where Joe Dunn comes in.
Bobby was the only one who knew about me and Joey. We were afraid that someone would use my past to ruin his career.
It's not the first time I hear that story. I'm sorry I accused you so lightly.
Don't worry, I understand.
Let's take a gander around. Ooh, I have a... smell.
Mary smells like... Actually, the whole room smells like a pie fresh out of the oven. So I can't identify any other fragrances. TV and radio all in one. Where will these mad times lead us?
Trying to get it to zoom in, doesn't seem to be wanting to.
Fresh out of the oven. The whole room smells like pie.
Yeah, there's that. Now my eyes. What can my eyes see? Nothing on Mary. Is it on Mary? Come on, Black's Head, focus. Okay, there's some details.
That cherry pie smells so good. I'm starting to get hungry.
Thanks. I pulled it out of the oven right before you arrived. Oh, where are my manners? I'm the worst hostess in the world. Let me go get a knife from the kitchen. And you must be thirsty. Let me see. OJ, coffee?
I'll take some coffee, thanks.
And I'll take that Hall of Fame card from your basket, no biggie.
She's wearing the same clothes in both pictures, so she's probably telling the truth. That's some beautiful artwork you got there.
Yeah, I'm about as subtle as a shotgun. Damn, Black's Head, slow down. Jesus. What's the smell now? Well, the fireplace isn't loading in. That's lovely.
Now that there's almost no pie left, the scent has also disappeared. Interesting. Now Mary smells like a huge dog. Mary, when are you going to stop lying? I know your nephew is here. I can smell him.
What? No. I already told you I don't know where he is.
Look, I understand why you're protecting him, but it's in his best interest to end this hide and seek.
You can search the whole house if you want. Go ahead. He's not here.
Is he in the bench? I bet he's in the bench. Bobby Yale.
Wait a minute. She's not the one who smells like that. That's where Bobby Yale's scent is coming from. So, that's why you were sitting there.
What? I don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. Could you step aside so I can check, please?
Please go.
Mary,
Oh,
for Christ's
easy.
sake, put that knife down, would you?
Leave or I'll...
Mary, I came here to help.
I mean it.
I don't want to hurt you.
Oh, what's up, Bobby? What is this? I have no idea what this is. There we go. Finally got one. Ouch. Jesus, Gale.
I'm on your side, Bobby.
I'm not on yours.
The fuck?
Bobby!
Call an ambulance. Do as I say. Go on, call an ambulance. Do it now. In the face of a heart attack, there's two things you can't forget. One, stay calm. Two, 1 chest compression per second. 1 Mississippi. 2 Mississippi. 3 Mississippi. 4 Mississippi. 5 Mississippi.
Bobby! Oh, Bobby! Thank you, Bobby. Bobby. Thank you.
Jesus. That went south really quick. God damn.
I had lots of reasons to consider this a great day. I had investigated a suicide case. I had discovered that, in truth, we were dealing with a murder. I had found and captured the prime suspect. And I had saved a life. And yet, everything in me screamed that something was going wrong. Terribly wrong.
I'm trying to process everything. I'm confused. Why did Bobby come at him like that? Yeah, he's an investigator, I get it. But
Promise me you won't take the law into your own hands. I'd like to think we're not just vigilantes.
I want a gun.
What the hell?
Bang, bang, bang.
A fair amount of violence, extortion, and casualty.
I hate detectives.
Bang, bang, bang.
That you, Smirnov?
You seem agitated. Nightmare?
Yeah, I have a lot of those.
Yeah, that makes two of us. Anyway, why don't you go home? In his current condition, Yale's not going anywhere. Besides, we'll take it from here.
Who is that? Can we trust him?
I know how to pick my men, John. You? I'm not so sure. You promised me you wouldn't intervene.
If I hadn't intervened, Bobby Yale could be dead.
If you had warned me, maybe we could have avoided a heart attack. Anyway, what's done is done.
Smoking in a hospital. Jeez. Sign of the times. One more for good measure.
When exactly did you realize that he killed Dunn? Out of sheer curiosity. I'm a cop after all.
As soon as I realized that the murder weapon belonged to him.
How about the motive? Any ideas?
Not sure.
I've got several theories, but that's about it.
In any case, hopefully Yale will tell us more.
Would you let me ask him some questions when he wakes up?
I know you will, with or without my permission, so I'd rather not feel betrayed. In exchange, drop by the station when you can. Your investigation could really help my men. Who, by the way, must be waiting for me to interrogate Mary Purnell. Boy, she was hard to pry from Yale's side.
She's been through a lot in the past days. Be nice to her.
Of course. In spite of it all, we're not just vigilantes.
Jeez.
And as for you, go get some rest. God knows you need it.
I will. Thanks for the advice.
Tell the nurses to look at that face of yours. You look like a film detective in his last scene.
I'm afraid this film isn't over yet.
For your sake, I hope you're wrong. You're in charge now, officer.
Okay.
I'll send you relief in 6 hours. Understood?
Doctor,
Who are?
Oh, detective. Congratulations. You fared pretty well against that kid. Better than most would have. Now, if you'll excuse me.
do I look like I fared well to you?
It's really making it hard to get that center spot. Jeez.
We as a society, simply don't trust reptiles. But that's not the real problem. The real problem is our extended belief that there's logic to that distrust, that it's natural and well-founded. How's
Bias.
he? Is he awake?
Oh, yeah. Go check on him before he falls asleep again. Although, try not to bother him with too many questions.
What's his current condition?
It's too soon to tell. He did have a heart attack after all.
Confirmed heart attack. Okay. After his heart attack. Damn.
Go away. I don't want to see you. The doctor told me to sleep.
I rarely get to interrogate a suspect with his guard down in a place as quiet as this. Getting the chance to study his body language with no distractions is a rare gift. He's clenching his fist, a sign of contained anger. His heart rate is increasing. It could mean that he's lying, but it could also just be pure, unadulterated rage. He's looking straight at me. If he couldn't hold my stare, I'd think he's lying. But that's not the case. Clenched fist, fast heart rate, fixed stare. He feels some genuine rage towards me. I'm sorry you don't want to see me, but I'm afraid you'll just have to put up with me.
For now. Luckily, I just got my medication. I'll be snoozing soon.
All right, I'll just cut to the chase.
Did I already do this?
He can't look me in the eye. I'd say he's lying. Is he lying, or did his heart rate speed up out of rage? Is he holding back his rage? Why did you kill Joe Dunn?
What? Are you trying to confuse me? Joe hanged himself.
I know the murder weapon was yours.
What? The rope? I don't get it. What weapon do you mean?
Don't play with me, boy. The chest expander.
An expander? I've never had one of those.
It slowed down a bit. Is he saying the truth, or is he falling asleep? He's holding my gaze. He's not lying. Dunn was too short to hang himself with that rope.
So, it's true? He was murdered.
All right. Let's just say that I believe you. The murderer killed Dunn with a chest expander and planted evidence to make us believe it was suicide. But he also left enough clues behind to make sure we found the true murder weapon. Then he put the chest expander box in your locker to frame you. Do you know anyone that twisted and who also happens to have a motive?
I don't know.
Desmond O'Leary certainly seems twisted enough. Did he have anything against Dunn?
I'm not sure if they knew each other. At least not in person. About a month ago, Joe kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym. He was trying to give a business card to...
Jacobs Giambi.
Yeah, exactly. Did Jake tell you about that?
Something like that. Maybe it was... What am I saying? Jake could never pull off something like that. Nothing. Never mind. What about Frank Cassidy? Do you think he has a motive?
Maybe. A few weeks ago, Joe took me to a Boxing Managers Association meeting.
Headed by Cassidy.
Yeah. He was obsessed with making it illegal for boxers to fight without a manager. Or without an associated manager. Everyone seemed to go along with it until Joe spoke up. He said that would lower us to mob status. That Cassidy had founded the association just to make money by monopolizing the sport. That made others think twice. And Cassidy ended up empty-handed.
Poor Cassidy. What about Sonia Dunn?
Sonia? I doubt it. She's odd, but she's his daughter.
I've seen worse, believe me.
Blacksad. I think I owe you an, You know, my father disappeared when I was 6, right after winning a fight. We never heard from him again. Do you know what that does to a kid? Who knows where I'd be if Joe Dunn hadn't been in my life. Even when I lost my way and put a gun to his head years later, he still took me under his wing and managed to steer me in the right direction. And now that he's gone, you're risking your life to find his murderer. Thanks.
You're welcome.
He's out.
The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn. Is that eye movement normal?
Heart rate steady.
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person. He seems restless. Should I tell someone?
See? There's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh, good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know? Anyway, thank you for letting me know. And for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
stinky dog boots. Smell like a dead man. Interesting. Donors will be gone later for trauma surgery. That might be his dad's shoes. The footprints at the. Oh shit. There we go. Okay.
No, the footprints don't match. If Yale killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Okay. Fascinating. Someone left a card in the plant. Part of one, anyway. Donna Blacksad. You ready to blow? Shit. Calling the wife.
Hello?
Hi, Ray.
Hi. Who are you?
Take a guess. I already gave you a clue. I know your name, so...
I don't know.
That means I'm a detective.
No way. My Uncle John is a real detective, and he's way cooler than you. Wait a minute. You're Uncle John. Uncle John, I guessed it. I'm
Oh,
a
that's
detective,
cool.
too. Mom, it's Uncle John. I guessed it.
You got me, Ray. Congrats.
What did I win?
What do you want?
I want a gun. Bang, bang, bang. Bang, bang.
Good guys don't carry guns, Ray. You know why? Because they always end up shooting someone.
Yeah, that's why they're so cool. Oops, Mom's coming. Bye, Uncle John.
Ray, is that the way you say goodbye to your uncle?
Oops. Love you, Uncle John.
Now go put on your jacket. We're late.
Bang, bang, bang.
What a surprise. How are you?
Hey, Donna.
Bang, bang, bang.
Everything's fine. Don't you worry about me.
I do worry about you. Especially when you tell me not to.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
Hey, we're kind of in a hurry. Ray's got a dentist appointment. I'll call you soon, okay? I'm really sorry.
Sure. One last thing.
Ray, hurry up. We have to go.
Love you, sis.
And I love you, little brother. Okay, now I really have to go. Bye, John.
Bye, Uncle John. Bang, bang, bang.
Oh, Lord. Let's call the gym real quick.
Dunn's Gym. Sheikh Ostiambe speaking.
Jake, it's Blacksad. I just wanted to...
I have work to do, John. Call you later. Ronald, get on that ring!
Oh, damn. Okay. influencers from Weekly.
Jerry Highfill. Long time no see.
Blacksad, I didn't want to wake you. How's the boy?
Asleep.
I hope he recovers in time for the fight. I got tickets. Although between you and me, he doesn't stand a chance. It'll be a fun bout, nonetheless. Not like this. God, this is boring.
Are the odds against Yale that bad?
The boy's talented, don't get me wrong. But stone is stone, you know? I bet half my pay, but you know, no vice for me.
You say you've got a good job, and yet you're bored.
Well, it's just a figure of speech, really. I like my job. Is it boring? Yes, but I can entertain myself with a good fight or a football game. Well, watching them, that is.
I'm out of cigarettes. Can I bum one?
Don't smoke or drink. No vice for me. Smoking's dirty. Alcohol goes straight to your head. And women, they're all just mean. Well, everyone except mine.
Are you sure about that? Not even one little vice?
Nope. Between you and me, when someone gives in to vice, it's because something's missing. Something in their life just isn't right. I've got a good wife, a good job, a good house, a good TV, and a good hobby. Sports. Well, watching them, that is. What else do I need, eh? Blacksad, vice is for losers. Man, I'm bored.
Well, I'm going back in.
Wow. There's a card on the floor. There we go. Dang, those things are everywhere. My Hall of Fame must be filled up. Okay, here's the phone. I don't think I can leave necessarily. Ah, here we go.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
Yes. Cigarettes, 25 cents. Wow, selling cigarettes at a hospital. It's hilarious. It's like an intercom. Shows of the day. Dr. Talbot trial at 12:30. Okay. Rena.
I'll take a pack of Morley's, please.
Morley's.
Honey, get me a pack of Morleys for Mr. Hanson.
Yale's medical report is right there. Mind if I take a look?
No, I don't think so, handsome.
Yeah, okay.
What if you show me Yale's report and I buy you dinner?
You're handsome, all right, but I'm not stupid.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
Yeah. So, I'll deduct and then see what I can do from here. Dr. Talbot has surgery at 12:30. The nurse will be gone later for trauma surgery.
It seems like the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot during his 12:30 surgery. In 4 hours. Could I get them to operate any sooner?
12:30 surgery. Maybe.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
How am I supposed to make them operate sooner?
You want to smoke?
Oh my god.
I told you I don't smoke
Or
or...
drink? No vice for you. Well, I'm going back in.
Man, I'm really over here really trying to get him to smoke. That's funny. How am I supposed to get them to operate on someone sooner? I'm sitting in the lobby. Oh, I can actually call a department? Okay.
Trauma? Sherry speaking.
Get Dr. Gregor Talbot, please.
Yes, 1 minute. No, actually, Dr. Talbot won't be in until 12:30 according to my registry. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Click. Impersonate Dr. Talbot. I don't think that's gonna fly, but we'll see.
Sherry, this is Dr. Talbot. We have to reschedule the 12:30 procedure. I want everyone in the operating room in 5 minutes. If anyone gives you any grief, tell them it's a matter of life or death. Understood?
Wow. Okay.
A matter of life and death. A matter of life and death. You gotta be kidding me.
Wrong way. Wrong way, John. Come on, walk. There you go, thank you.
All right now. How do I put this? I need something that you...
Oh. Only if you guess why I'm giving it to you.
Just to spite your
I
father.
think you just want to spite your fellow nurse.
Well, aren't you smart? But be quick about it. You hear me, huh? If that witch comes back.
Nerve resuscitation. Produces.
What? What does it say here?
Ah, you know doctors. The top handwriting is mine. Let's see. Extrasystole and dehydration caused by panic attack.
Extra what?
You know, arrhythmia, like skipped heartbeats.
What about this here?
It's a good thing I know that Mr. Yale is in Dr. Ferguson's hands. Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Hey, no means no, miss.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders. And the fact is, those orders say that...
There you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Tell him, Black Sad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Highfill, She's the owner of Yale's gym.
A woman?
Whether the kid recovers or not depends entirely on her.
Between you and me, and all due respect, miss, but aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right, let her in, but she's your responsibility.
Damn.
Thanks for convincing the cop.
You hired me to find Yale. I wanted you to see him with your own eyes.
I see. Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
Oh, son of a bitch.
Huh, no. She's gonna do something stupid. Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
No, I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
You can't take justice into your own hands. Believe me, it will haunt you as long as you live.
Shut up. None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice. It's okay.
Uncle Tim!
So, Edie, I came back from Los Angeles as soon as I could.
I told you not to rush back.
Come on now, honey. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
No, this is John Blacksad, the detective who found Bobby.
Oh, so this is strictly professional.
No, Uncle Tim, don't be silly.
Come on, we'd better let him rest.
I did that in time, right? I didn't see a green arrow.
I see. Let's say you're right and Bobby Yale is innocent. Who should we focus on now?
We?
Well, your father turned down my money, but he made me promise one thing, that I'd take care of you if anything happened to him.
But I can...
I know you're perfectly capable of managing that gym on your own, but we don't even know if he'll be ready to fight Stone. Besides, someone seems really invested in stopping that fight, and someone has to pay Mr. Blacksad to get to the bottom of all this. Please, talk some sense into her.
It's your life. As much as you love your uncle, it's up to you to decide whether you want his help or not.
Blacksad, I was just starting to like you.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you so much.
All right, stop crying or you'll ruin your makeup, honey. Now fix yourself up and I'll buy you some breakfast.
Wait, my purse.
I'll get it. It must be...
Blacksad, wait a minute. I think she needs some time alone, just like you and me. Listen, boy, do whatever it takes to find Joe's murder. Whatever it takes. If things get messy, don't worry. I'll clean them up. Deal?
I'm not a vigilante.
Well, suit yourself. Just get that ball to the end zone.
Sports metaphors.
Are you telling stories about the great Iron Arm again?
Wait a minute. Of course. The Milestones quarterback. Tim Iron Arm Thorpe.
It's a good thing folks usually recognize me sooner. Blacksad, you coming to breakfast?
I'd love to, but I have to go ask for a favor.
Dang. Well, he got paid off pretty easy. Jeez. Well, that's it for me, guys. You can catch part 5 next time. I'm over on Instagram, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok, and Discord, and these are live just about every night on Twitch. Have a good night. I'll see you in the next one.